Okay, we have some email questions. This first one is from Greg, who wants to know, is playing poker for pretend money a sin?
Heavens, no. I mean, poker's a game for everyone. It's a game of skill. It's a game of, there's a certain amount of luck involved, but it's also skill. And there's nothing wrong. It's a game, but I don't encourage people to play for fun. I mean, like with pretend chips, because it doesn't take you long before you start using the real thing. And
really?
I did a lot of gambling when I was younger, and let me tell you, it is an addiction. And you know, I've stayed up all night losing all my money playing poker. And
what the addiction is that the next you're going to win some of it back the next hand around.
Well, just gambling is there's a rush. I mean, you know, all addictions come about because of some kind of a rush. That's what drugs, alcohol. So, well, it's the same thing. You win a big pot, yeah, but you lose. I mean, you're there, you know, praying to draw to an inside straight, and there's, you know, a big pile of money in the middle, and you're sitting there like this. And if you win, it's a rush. If you lose, it's a rush. I mean,
really, it's a rush if you lose.
Well, of course, like going down a hill in a roller coaster. I mean, that's a rush. Like you're liable to die. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of. But it becomes very much addictive, and then the idiots think that I'm going to hit on the next one. I'm going to hit on the next one. Then I'm going to double up and beat the dealer and all that stuff. And by the way, these things are fixed for the house. The house always wins.
That's what I say. If you and I were winning, the house wouldn't be quite so
amen.
grand and lit up.
All right.
Okay. This is Maria, who says, in order to escape the pressures of life, I would run to the casinos and gamble. I've done this for about 10 years, which caused me to lose a substantial amount of money. To make matters worse, I've lied to my adult children about it. I am in my 60s, and I need to start over. I've asked God to forgive me and take this obsession away from me. Will God forgive me and give me a chance to work hard to try to leave a decent inheritance to my children and grandchildren? I'd hate to die knowing I left them nothing. Wow.
What did Bill Bennett, who said he lost $7 million? I mean, he made so much writing books, and he went out to Vegas, and I mean, it was a big confession thing. It is an addiction. And will God forgive it? Of course he will. Will he forgive drunkenness? Yes. Drug addiction? Yes. Sexual addiction? Yes. He'll forgive all of your sin, and he'll give you a fresh start. But if you keep throwing your money away, and it's so easy to do, it's that rush. Oh, maybe this next time I'll hit the big, you know.
When you have an addiction, you sort of need help with that. Isn't there a Gamblers Anonymous?
Of course there is. There's a Gamblers Anonymous, but it is an obsession. It is a terrible thing, and I hate to see this lottery business. People, the chances of winning the lottery is like the same chance you have of being hit by a meteor. I mean, it's just, you know, very slim, and yet people, I've seen them in these stores. They put down their $5 and $10 to get those little tickets. And, it's terrible. Okay.
This is Michelle, who says, I have 3 teenage boys, and now 2 of them are questioning the Bible. This scares me. They tell me if the Bible is truth, then I should be able to reasonably explain the existence of dinosaurs. This is just one of many things they question. Even my husband is agreeing with them. How do I explain things to them that the Bible doesn't cover? I'm so afraid that they're walking away from God. My biggest fear is to not have my children and husband next to me in God's kingdom.
Look, I know people are probably trying to lynch me when I say this, but Bishop Ussher, God bless him, wasn't inspired by the Lord when he said it all took 6,000 years. It just didn't. And you go back in time, you've got radiocarbon dating, you've got all these things, and you've got the carcasses of dinosaurs frozen in time out in the Dakotas. You know, they got Sioux, that big, what was it? You know, the fierce one. I'm sorry.
Is it a Tyrannosaurus?
Yeah, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I don't know if this one had a female name like Susie or something, but anyhow, they're out there. And so there was a time that these giant reptiles were on the earth, and it was before the time of the Bible. So don't try to cover it up and make like everything was 6,000 years. That's not the Bible. That's Bishop Ussher. And so if you fight reveal science, you're going to lose your children. And I believe in telling them the way it was.